Akai has made some huge moves lately, whether it's dropping the MPC stems or the MPC Key 37. They're doing a lot out here. As a Maschine user, it had me curious. Should I be excited that the industry is moving forward? Should I be nervous that Maschine's going to get left behind? Well, that's things I want to talk about today. But first, I want to watch a quick video on MPC stems.
Hi there, this is Andy Mack from Akai Pro, and I'm excited to announce that we've now added stem separation to the iconic MPC workflow, opening up new boundaries, bringing us into a new era of sampling. Take any vinyl record, any sample, and extract the stems, giving you drums, bass, music, and vocals with incredible sound quality.
So this is insane, you guys. So literally off the rip, he's saying that you can have 4 separate tracks. You can have the drums, the melody, the bass, and the vocals all separated. That's insane. Like, the amount that this will open up for new producers, if they're just starting, is insane. Like, I bet you remember when you were starting producing and you heard those drums on the radio and you'd be like, man, imagine if I could separate it and get those drums and sample those drums, get that exact sound. Well, guess what? Now the producers coming up, they can do that exact same thing.
Now, the first thing we need to start with is a sample. Now, I've got like a real classic sounding sample here. Turn the lights down low. Now we go to process and we navigate all the way to create stems. Here, you'll see our 4 stem options that you can turn on and off. So press do it. And then what it's doing now is processing the stems for us, which takes a few seconds. And now let's play our stems. Now in Program Edit is where we can control our 4 stem layers. Take out the bass.
That's so crazy.
Drums. Vocal. Bring it back.
It's so clean. All right, so you guys get the idea. Now, I saw a lot of Maschine users online being like, oh no, they're taking over. What are we gonna do? You guys should be excited. You want as much competition for Maschine, if you're a Maschine user, as we can get. And you might be wondering, why everyone's going to switch? They're going to leave us behind. I don't think so. I think this is going to light a fire under Native Instruments, and I think that they're not going to want to give this up. I don't think that Native Instruments is going to tuck tail and run. I think they're going to want to fight on this. And you should be excited. You should always want leaps forward in the industry. Plus, stem separation is not new to just Akai. FL recently just also added stem separation. We should want leaps forward in the industry so that our DAWs can either play catch up or think of something even better or even more new to add to your DAW. So today what I want to do is, as a Maschine producer, remember again, this is only my opinion, but here's my advice for Native Instruments and what I would like to see. And Native Instruments, if you're watching this, I love you guys, but here's what I think would make Maschine even better. My number 1 piece of advice would probably be stick to software. And I know that Native Instruments just dropped a couple years ago, Maschine Plus, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the Maschine Plus does not compete with MPC. It just doesn't. There's no speakers on it, which a lot of MPCs offer. There's no keyboard on it. And to be honest, I can't ever make a song without casually looking up at my screen. It's nothing close to an MPC. So my first advice is just leave standalone alone. My advice for Native Instruments is stick to software. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm not talking about creating more contact instruments, because Native Instruments is going to do that no matter what. They drop a plugin every like 2 days. They're partnering with a new company every like couple months. So I'm not worried about that for Native Instruments. What I'm talking about is the Maschine DAW. Now, you have a couple options here. Make your DAW more of a plugin. What I mean by this is you have the Maschine DAW that you can use as a plugin in other DAWs, but it doesn't really work that well. Like, for example, I got my Maschine here and I got the DAW open. And if I click Shift Record, it counts me in. Right? I can click stop. All these functions control the plugin. But if I use that in Logic Pro X, none of that works. I can't control it as well in Logic Pro X. So my two options for Native Instruments would either be make a better DAW. Like we see this pattern window here, right? And I can insert the clip, right? And that's handy. It's not bad, but I feel like this tab could be so much better. Imagine if they made it look more like Logic or Ableton. That would be insane. And Native Instruments has a lock on all the software companies, right? I don't feel like it's out of the realm of possibility for them to make a DAW that's half good, right? Another thing that kind of sucks about this is like the automation is not very good, right? It's harder to do fade in, fade outs. I don't even think you can do tempo changes. As a DAW, it's just very limiting. You get what I'm saying? So what you can do is either totally revamp your DAW for Maschine 3.0, or you can make it more compatible with other DAWs. I'm totally fine with that too. My next piece of advice is we can wait on the Maschine MK4. Honestly, the Maschine MK3 is so user intuitive and works so well. I would say once again, just focus on the software. And I've seen a lot of people online being like, oh, we want the touchscreen like MPC, but I don't feel like it would speed up the workflow for me significantly. Now, don't get me wrong, the Maschine MK4 would be nice, and I'm not saying don't drop it soon or don't drop it at all, but what I'm saying is your priority should honestly be the software. After all, you guys are a software company. And as much as I'd love to see you guys make your own DAW and just take Maschine to that next level, I honestly don't know if that's the way that Native Instruments is going. Why? Well, because they just dropped their Control S series for keyboards. And it looks like they're going more towards the side of integrating with other DAWs, right? And that's totally fine with me. But if you're going to do that, don't leave Maschine behind. You guys have a super good product here. Look at producers who use it. Fred again, Amine. They're probably not going to be producing on a standalone drum machine anyway. So that's why I'm saying lock in on software. The Maschine MK3 is already pretty good, man. Now this video isn't meant to trash Maschine or Native Instruments in any way. These are just my hopes for the future. And honestly, my hope as a Maschine producer is Maschine gets more popular. If Maschine gets more popular, we get more features, we get more updates. And that excites me. So I'm not trying to bash Akai. I think they're doing a great job. And I think Native Instruments is doing a good job. That's just my hope for the future of Maschine. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys would want to see from Native Instruments, specifically Maschine. See you next time.